I'm Ralph Needham. I'm pleased to welcome you to look around our Cockerington herd of cattle again. Alistair's on the camera, so you won't physically see him, but we're going to walk around and just see how the herd's improving since the last update we did. This is the 3rd of March, and we've been calving now for about 3 weeks, and so you'll see some of the calves as we go around. The bull down here is Cockerington, Oklahoma. He was sired by Swedish bull Simon Torp Houdini. He's homozygous. Again, you can see how quiet these animals are and placid. This calf here, we've got high hopes for him. He is Cockerington Supreme. He's just 3 weeks old now. Come on, son. We only started calving at the first calf on the 4th of February. This chap was born on the 11th. He's sired by our latest Swedish bull, Simon Torp Nanook, and his mother goes back to some of our very best breeding on the herd, and this is a bull we've got very good hopes for. You can see his quality, you can see his temperament, and our very hope for this bull being really quite a star. This one goes back to our highest priced bull that we sold. We sold him for £17,500. You can see what a wonderful nature that this calf's got. This is so applicable to so much of the herd. Then we'll just carry on moving through. This yard, these are all cows, and you'll see we've got little pens here that the calves can go through, and they do like laying down together. Majority of these calves will be only a matter of a couple of weeks old. So then as we move up into the next yard above us here, I'm just coming on, this is my grandson Oliver here. Hello there. Oliver's at Harper Adams, but he's here on extended holiday now. They've got pandemic on. I think we've only got a matter of 6 cows in here left to calve. And I have to say it's pretty rare for us to assist the birth of a calf. So now we'll move through into the next yard. Most of the ones in this yard we're coming to now will be heifers calving down for the first time. We calve our heifers down to be starting to calve when they're rising 3. Some of these will be not much more than 2 3/4 or even 2.5 in point of fact in some of them. Again, the same thing applies. Calves here can go through into a little pen to lay separate from the mothers. Yeah, and again you can see how these calves are growing. most of these will be from a few days old to not much more than a fortnight. As I said earlier, most of these are heifers. These cattle will be going out, generally speaking, around about the 20th of April, and then we shall be weaning this first lot of calves, generally speaking, at the end of July. Again, I think you'll be able to see how placid all these cattle are. And that applies equally well to the calves, and it's really quite a delight to be with them when they're so easy to deal with. There we are. This is Cockerington, Oklahoma, and I want you to just see how long that bull is. Tremendous length, and with that length he's got a really good level back on him. And again, you can see that he's got some back end. This bull was used for the first time last season. Again, as he walks round, again you can see how incredibly long he is and how much back end he's got and his good legs. Oklahoma's a bull we think a big lot of. We're due to get his first calves quite literally any day now. And again, this is Nanook again. You can see that this bull has not only got some shape, he's got some size. And really, we think this is probably the best homozygous Pole Charolais that we've ever seen. And clearly this is evident in his progeny. Very good length, excellent legs, and those neat shoulders which give us this easy calving, and above all, just an absolutely superb temperament. I've now moved into another batch of cows. We've just weaned 12 of these. So these are ones that will not be calving until the middle of summer. The others will be, in point of fact, have just started calving, and so you'll see a few calves from those. And as I just move through them, then you can see what these animals are like. Calf down here that's about a week old. There's a cow across at the rails there, not terribly far from calving. Little calf lay down there that was born yesterday morning. This cow is Cockerington Nora, and again you can see how quiet these cows are. This is no special treatment, and you can see that she's quite contentedly chewing there whilst I sit on her.
Get up.
Come on, girl. You're going to stand up there for me. Come on. Come on. Get up. Come on. That's it. Nora is due to calve end of this month or even early April. You'll see that all of these cows are pole cows. Quite a number of them will be 3/4 Swedish poles, and odd ones will be as much as 7/8 Swedish. And that'll be particularly more so when we get into the young heifers next door. You'll see here these cows absolutely love wheat straw. This one is Julie. Very, very good breeding cow. Sold her bull calf from her last year, one of the highest prices we achieved. And again, cow with superb temperament. And these cows are so good you can do. Now moved into a batch of heifers that are rising 2 years old, and these are ones which will be put into the bull in the middle of April. Most of these heifers here are sired by Simon Torpudini, and again you can see with these what we're looking for. Looking for length, looking for good legs. Temperament is, as you can see, that's pretty well a byword with these cattle. And one of the features I'm always emphasising is neat shoulders for easy calving. And again, I think you can see what we're looking for there, particularly length and size and legs. Those are the features we're after. And so without identifying individual animals, I think you'll get very much the impression of the sort of cattle we're looking for to breed from. Again, pretty well all of these will be 7/8 Swedish. Very good heifer just going past us now. Superb heifer. And then if the camera comes across to the right now, there's another very good one there, one type behind her. I now move on to a batch of yearling heifers. These are ones that are the oldest ones are only about a year old. And this one here, Roxy, is a prime example. But in this case, these are heifers here that are, many of them are sired by Nanook, who you've seen just a few moments ago. And you can see very much the influence of this bull on Roxy beside me here. And if you just look at her, again you can see her length, but you can also see her width. You can see those neat shoulders there. And furthermore, you can see the temperament. These cattle have had no special attention, it's just exactly as they are. It'll be from this group, obviously, that we shall be selecting the ones we're going to retain in the herd in about a year's time. So this gives you a pretty good idea of the heifers that we're hoping to breed from. Without a question, for our next selection of breeding cattle will be majoring very much on females sired by Nanook. That'll be the way forward, and then perhaps on to those heifers, we shall then probably go for another bull that's probably maybe not quite so wide. Really, when I look at animals like Roxy that's next to me here, this is very much the kind of animal we're trying to breed. I think she is absolutely superb.